Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I just want to say we've been so brainwashed. When you think, okay, that's the problem. We get in our head. We try to think. We try to make things happen. And if you noticed, because the message that I just got was observe the pattern. Just sit, for those of us that are awake and waking up, if you observe the pattern of how things have happened over the last 5-10 years, and you couple that with the agenda, okay? Stick with me because this is like unpacking, unfolding, coming in as I'm sitting here talking to you. The message is coming in. So stick with me. You've been manifesting your whole life. You have. It just depends on what you've been getting. As people were waking up, because people were in lack, because money got tight, and because, oh my God, hang on. Slow down. I'm trying to tell you as fast as this is coming in, because the agenda wants you in lack, right? This is crazy. They want you in struggle. They want you to think you have to work hard. They've geared you, and a lot of this has gone back to a lot of the videos that I've done about your mindset, thinking that women need to work. Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that inflation happened, but incomes didn't keep up. They also made you think that you had to have money. So if you think you have to have money to make anything happen, the cost of everything is going up, but your money's not going up. So therefore you have to work harder. It puts you in a state of lack because you're coming from struggle. Think of the number of people that are struggling financially. Almost everybody I know is struggling financially. Almost everybody in the world is struggling financially because we have been geared to think that you have to have money. In fact, my husband and I we went to dinner with a friend last night, and he's awake, and he said, it's not about money. I didn't say this. He said it to me. He's like, it's not, people don't realize they don't need money to survive. And it's like, it goes with everything that I say. It's not about the money. But we've been so geared to think you need money. I have to have money to buy groceries. I have to have money to pay my bills. Therefore, the only way to get money is to work. And when we left that dinner, I was talking to my husband, and I said, the problem, it's all energy. Everything is energy. Things were built on an energetic exchange. You have gifts and talents that I don't have. I have gifts and talents and interests that you don't have. I do this and you do this, and we complement each other. We both make things happen. It's an exchange of energy. What has happened in the agenda is you're exchanging your energy, you're working your butt off for a company because you've been told you have to go to work, you have to get a job, you have to work hard for your money. You're working for this company, you're giving them your energy. They're not reciprocating in kind. They're paying you a pittance. It's not an equal exchange of energy. They know this. But what's happened is because we've gotten in this mindset, this survival mode, then what happened? If as you were waking up, you started watching videos on how to manifest, because you came from lack. And don't tell me you didn't, because you wouldn't have been watching how to manifest your dreams and desires and your money. If you had it, you wouldn't be trying to do it. Let that sink in for a second. And I'm not coming from judgment, because I did the same thing. I do the same thing. I used to watch, when I was trying to manifest my guy, I used to watch all these tarot readings and all these how to manifest. And it hit me one day, and I thought, I've been manifesting my whole life. If I had my guy, would I be watching this stuff? And the answer was no, because I already have it. So I stopped watching all the tarot readings that were talking about how to attract love, how to attract your partner, how to attract whatever I was looking for, because I was looking for the answer in the cards. I was searching from lack. I was trying to manifest from lack. When I stopped doing all that, I was guided to my husband. Because I came from a place of, I don't need to watch this. He's already there. He already exists. So, and when I got to, because as things transpire, transform, whatever, you go through shifts. Your ego wants to kick in, and I've got, God, what is it with my hair? Getting in my eyes. Anyway, your ego wants to kick in and say, see, I told you it's not working. You're not worthy. It's not going to happen for you, whatever. When that started to kick in, I would stop it and say, no. It's happening in divine time. And I would just come back to a peace. I would come back to, no. I don't, no, that's just noise. And I would stop it and come back to, he's already here. And it was right after that, because I remember as clear as day. I know where I was when it happened. I remember it happening, and I had made up my mind, I'm not going to fall into that trap again. And it was not long after I went through that ego, I took control of my ego instead of allowing my ego to control me. And it wasn't long, he showed up, like in the physical. So what I'm telling you is, when you sit and look at how everything has played out, the system, yes, you can call it algorithms, you can call it whatever. People want to jump on the bandwagon, right? So they want to tell you how to manifest. If you notice, most of them come from a place of it's a doing. You have to do this ceremony, do this whatever. Can they prove to you that it works? No, because most of it is just some AI verbiage reading a script. It's not a physical person saying, this is how I manifested this. There are a couple of them out there. I'm not here to tell you. I'm here to tell you I live this. It's not a doing. It's a state of being. It is a mindset. You've been manifesting your whole life. The only thing you need to do is look at what you've manifested. Is it what you want? Was it what you wanted? Is it still what you want? Are you getting what you want, or are you getting what you don't want? If you're getting what you don't want, it's because that's what you're focusing on. It is coming from limiting beliefs. And this kind of goes back to part of my video yesterday about if you think about it, anything you want, if you could have anything you wanted, what would that be? Notice what comes up in your mind. Notice the thought that comes up, the feeling that comes up. Do you get the feeling of, I can have that? Or do you have, well, I would love to have it, but I don't care what the but is. Whatever that but is what is holding you back. Stop watching all the videos on how to manifest. Start shifting your mindset. Because when you go into how to do it, you're blocking it. Because you're coming from lack and struggle and trying to make it happen. You can't make anything happen. All you have control over is you. And I've said this all along. So when you look at the agenda, you look at the craziness in the world, and they know this, they start putting out, and they gear people to think, well, let me jump on the bandwagon. Let me tell people how to manifest. Let me do manifestation techniques. Why are people still struggling? If all that stuff works, and all those millions of people that are watching those videos, if it worked, why are you, if you are, why are you not living in heaven on earth? If you're watching all that stuff, why haven't you manifested your dreams and desires? And that comes from love. I'm trying to help you here, not make you feel like an idiot, not make you feel like, well, I've wasted all this time. You don't know what you don't know. And that's okay. It would be crazy for you to continue doing the same thing, expecting. That's insanity. When you continue to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's not about doing anything but shifting your mindset and literally realizing, coming to a place that you can have anything you want. And it doesn't come from money. Yes, there may be a monetary exchange, but it doesn't come from you having to go get a job and you having to make so much money. And I tell you this because I live this. And I don't say this from a place of, I'm better than you, or bragging. I don't have a job. And I manifest all the time. I got my car. I got my bike, my husband's bike. It got his bike, his truck. We don't work. It's not about working. It's about allowing that energy to flow through you. I see a gold cord attached. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. I see a gold cord attached to whatever it is you want. And it's coming back to your heart. Because it's a desire on your heart. It's there. There is a gold cord attached to it, whatever it is. Whether it be a job, a house, a person, whatever. What's blocking that flow is your mind. When you tap into who you are and what you are connecting to source through your crown. Oh my God, this is... You're connecting to source, your higher self, through your crown chakra. What is between your crown and your heart? Your mind, your ego. That is what's blocking you. It's not your hands. It's not a doing. It's a being. Learn to control your ego. Stop letting your ego control you. Stop letting your mind tell you you can't have it. You're not worthy. It's too expensive. Well, if I had the money, I could do this. When you remember who you are and you control the ego, you allow that energy to flow through your crown to your heart, which then connects to whatever it is and it brings it to you. You don't have to go chase after it. You can't chase after it. You chasing is pushing it away. The cord is a one-way thing. It is very rigid. I just see this rigid cord that goes one way. What you want can come to you. And the light is in my eyes. What you want can come to you. But when you go after it, it pushes it away. You allowing the universe to just work. Orchestrate I look back over everything I've manifested. There is no way I could have orchestrated everything that had to transpire to make it happen. Because things happened that I didn't even know existed. So you can't make it happen. I don't care how much money you make. It's not going to bring your guy to you, your woman to you. It's not going to bring anything to you. Because what's going to happen is you're going to fight and struggle to get whatever it is you want. And if it's not meant for you because you tried to make it happen, it's going to fall apart. Because it wasn't meant to happen. You tried to make it happen. You overrode the system. And I'm not talking about the agenda system. I'm talking about the laws of the universe. You tried to override it by trying to make it happen. Just allow. And like I said, back to how everything has transpired. Sit back and just really look at it and think about it. How many videos are out there on how to manifest? Where do you think that comes from? Again, if all that stuff worked, why are you still trying to manifest? No, I take that back, because you are still manifesting. Why are you trying to figure this out? From a place of, I don't have it, so how do I do it? It almost makes me angry, because it's the agenda saying, I got you again. You fell for the trap again. We suckered you in again. Because that's what it is. That's all it is. That's why you're still struggling. That's still why you're trying to figure shit out. That's why things aren't happening for you. And again, this comes from nothing but love for you. This is the message that I got today. It is the message that you need. When you set the intention of, this is what I want, I can have anything I want. This is my desire. This is what is attached to my heart. See that gold cord? If that resonates with you, see whatever it is. Feel it. Feel into what it's like to have it. And know, it's not a ceremony. It's not anything. All of those, I hear Bashar saying permission slips. They're just permission slips. They're not doing anything. All it's doing is maybe shifting your mindset, helping you shift your mindset to a place of, I really do get what I want. I really do get what I focus on. The universe has always provided for me. Because literally, the universe has always provided for you. Even if you're in the pits of hell right now, It is what you focused on. The guy we had met for dinner last night said that what is it? There's a saying that I think the Native Americans say it. I don't know. Anyway, there are two wolves inside every person, the good and the bad. Which one are you feeding? That's what you're getting. If you're feeding the good, the love, that's what you're going to get. The positivity, the divinity, that's what you're going to get. If you're feeding the lack, the fear, the negativity, that's what you're going to get. Which sandbox do you want to play in? Which sandbox are you playing in? There are angels in both of them. Which one are you entertaining? And this is where I just hear brain-heart coherence. Because when your brain is coherent with your heart, where you know you can have whatever your heart desires, and there's not a conflict, there's not a lack, there's no argument, it's coherent, they're grooving together. The gears are just working together. That's when things happen. You're allowing the flow from your higher self that has everything already lined up for you. It's flowing through your brain because your brain isn't blocking it anymore. Your brain is in a cohesive state with your heart that knows you are worthy. You are the creator of your own existence. What existence do you choose to have? Again, this goes back to liberating your consciousness. The first book I wrote, and this is not to try to, because that book's free. This isn't trying to sell you anything. It is shifting your mindset. Talk to yourself. This goes to everything that I talk about. Speak to yourself in a positive way. Speak to others in a positive way, in an empowering way, not from a place of lack. And I told my husband when we first got together, I said, there will be no sarcasm. There will be none. I mean, if you, not to a person, really, I don't know. I can't think of an example. But when you are sarcastic to a person, you are speaking negatively. You might be joking, but words are powerful. Words are powerful. Don't look at somebody and say, well, that was a pretty stupid move. Don't tell yourself that. And I say this because I used to do it. Well, Pam, that was pretty stupid. Learn to speak from love. Learn to be love. Are you going to be perfect at it? No, we're still human. None of us are perfect at any of that. The thing is, you don't know what you don't know. Now I'm telling you. Let the energy flow from Call it whatever you want to call it. Your higher self, God, source, universe, spirit, the angels, gods and goddesses, whatever, Jesus, whatever resonates with you. Because it is you. It's not this 3D meat suit that you're in, but we're all one. We all come from the same source. What you want is already there. It doesn't matter how much money it cost. That is the limiting belief. That's the bullshit you were fed. Well, you can't have that. You can't afford that. I can have anything I want. It doesn't matter what it cost. Because if it's meant to be mine, things will just fall into place. It will just happen. Now, it could be you get a better job, making more money. It could be that. Don't block how it happens. Don't try to think how it's going to happen. Be open to whatever happens. You could lose your job. Don't go into, well, see, there you go. I wanted this house, or I wanted this car. Now I've lost my job. Now what? That is the pitfall that the agenda wants you in. Everything happens for a reason. What if you lost that job because there's a better one out there for you? What if you lost that job because that's the push the universe is trying to gently give you? Or, okay, maybe they hit you with a 2x4. I don't know. For you to start your own business. To take that leap of faith. So you can make whatever money it is to acquire what it is you want. To put you in a better place. Learn to see things from the bigger picture. Learn to see that everything is happening for you for a reason. Stop trying. People get so... Their initial response is the negative one. Is the sadness, the fear, the, oh shit, now what? Or, see, I told you I'm not good enough. Bad things always happen to me. It happens for everybody else, but I always get the short end of the stick. When you go into that mindset, that's where you're going to be. When you stay in a, and you can think it, but flip it. Catch yourself. The more you catch yourself, the more you will shift your mindset to a positive. Everything happens for a reason. And it's okay. It will be this or better. You go to a restaurant and you order a meal. You think, oh, this sounds really good. And you get your heart set on it. It's like this, oh, I'm excited about it. And then the waiter comes back, or waitress, whatever, comes back and says, we're sold out. We don't have that anymore. What else would you like to have? And you pick something else. And then you see that it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. It probably tasted better than what you were going to get before. Everything happens for a reason. So again, shift your mindset. It's not a doing. When you start doing, you start blocking because you go into your brain. Your brain is the block. There you go. Your ego is blocking you. What story are you telling yourself? That's the magic. Come back to center. Come back to here, your heart. What do you want? And then listen with your ears as to what you're telling yourself. That's why it hasn't happened. Are you still stuck in, well, I can't afford it? If I had the money, I'd go get it? Or even, when I have the money, I'll go get it. When I have the money, I'll buy the car that makes me happy. You have to be happy first. You have to live in a mindset of that you already have it. And I know I've heard this a million times, and you think, how do you do that? Because in your mind, it doesn't make sense. Your mind says, you don't have it. Why are you telling yourself that? You have to, and I just have a conversation with yourself from an observer aspect. Step back and observe the conversation you're having with yourself. What is it? Is it a conversation of, you know what? I really do get everything I want. How it happens, I have no idea. I can't make it happen. It just happens. The universe is always providing for me. I always get what I focus on. Doesn't matter what it is, I get it. Even if it's a bad thing, you get it. And you see, but you step back and you have this conversation of, yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I really do get everything I want. I see where I've manifested everything. I see where I've gotten everything I wanted, i.e., you manifested it. Or does the conversation go more like, well, I never get what I want. There's always a flaw. I always get what I don't want. And I see everybody else getting stuff, but it never works out for me. I will be happy when this happens. I will feel loved when this happens. I can't wait for my significant other to show up so I can feel love, so I can give them love, so I can be loved. Or get the job so I can make more money. Get the house so I can be happy. Observe the conversation you're having with yourself. Because you know what? That's the station you're tuning into. That's the frequency you're sending out. That's the vibration you're sending out. That's the resonance that you are. That is the conversation you are having with whatever you call it. Universe, God, source, creator, your higher self. That is the conversation you're having. It is always providing that to you. Again, it's not a ritual. It's not a practice. The practice is learning to shift and see things from the positive place. Even if your life has been shit. Because I used to be there too. Learn to accept it. Have that conversation from a place of, you know what? The universe really did give me everything I focused on. Now, it happened to be less than pleasant, but I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm becoming a better me. I'm learning to see that, because this is a process, people. This doesn't happen overnight. You have to retrain you. You're learning a new language. You have to become friends with you. My God. That was huge. You got to become friends with you. You have to become your best friend and love yourself. Have this conversation with you and learn to shift the dialogue. And own it. Be okay with the fact that you have created all the nonsense that's been in your world up till now. And not from a place of judgment, but from a place of acceptance and unconditional love. And have this conversation. I am learning how to be a better me. I am learning how to shift my mindset, and I'm covered in chills. I'm learning. I'm getting better every day. This awareness is starting to make sense. Feel it lighten you. Feel it bring you joy and happiness that you're finally getting this. And then it's like, wow. I'm really okay. I get to start right now shifting my mindset, having the positive conversation with myself, loving myself, accepting myself, realizing, oh my gosh, I really have created everything, because I go back and I look at where I was and I see how I created it. And I'm honest with myself. That's not blowing sunshine up my skirt. That's not bullshit. That is, I literally see how I created the hell on earth that I was living in. And I'm good with it. Because it got me to where I was. Now that has gotten me to here. So, again, it's not about lying to yourself. It's about coming to a place where you feel happiness and you feel joy and excitement for wherever you are. And acceptance that this is what you manifested. Now, What do you want now? Focus on what you want. Literally what you want, not what you don't want. Stop watching all the... If you had it, would you still watch all that nonsense? No, you probably wouldn't. Because you wouldn't need to. You're watching all this stuff going, well, I listen to it. And it's like, but I already do this. To me, it's just confirmation. It's not, it's not working for me. So, and some of it I'll listen to for a while. And when I say a while, it's like a day, maybe 2. And then I move on. It's like, you know what? I choose not to listen to this anymore because it's just a waste of my time. I already am manifesting everything I want and desire. I don't have to do anything. It's already there. Learn to love yourself. Why are my geese screaming? Learn to love yourself and own. Just have this conversation. I can't say this enough. Just have this conversation. Observe it. Stop watching the how to manifest. Start watching the how to shift your mindset. That's all you have to do. How to control your ego. Stop allowing your ego to control you. How to liberate your consciousness. How to free your mind. That is what you need to focus on. Not how to manifest what you want. Because most of those, again, go back to doing. You have to do whatever. Learn to shift your story. Shift the conversation you're having with yourself. That's what you have to do. And come to a state of love and just knowing that, you know what? I really am. I am. I am all that I am. And when you realize the magnitude of that statement, your world will shift. I am all that I am. Because then you own it from a place of acceptance. And you learn to love you. And stop playing victim. Stop blaming everybody else for your situation. You stop externalizing your power. You take your power back, which all that means is learning to control your ego. Learning to rewire your brain to think in a positive manner. Dump everything that you've been told, you've been taught over your life. Because all that did was keep you in lack and limit and survival mode. And then come to a place of, wow, I finally get it. Now I see it. Now I get to change it. Now I get to change the outcome. I hope this helps you. Again, I live heaven on earth every day. I speak to you from the living example. I'm not just telling you this crap. I'm not just saying, oh, well, you need to do this and then you need to do that and you need to do the other to live heaven on earth. It's what I do. It's what I live. I speak to you from proof. I can prove this happens. Everything. I love you. I am so grateful for you being here. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel. Have an amazing day. What do you want? Know that you can have it. Anything. And we will talk soon.